This is the track position display, and it's an already working unit. You see it in the different modes, that the digits are working, the different colors are working, and the test mode, which tests the pins through when I move the encoder. And this mode, the force button, activates this mode. We need for debugging a unit before we solder this matrix onto the PCB matrix. Okay, so we connect this on junction 1, and there are no matrices soldered, but the other things are working, and we need this working state so we can see which pin are activated and which not. We go to the test mode, which is the force button. Okay, and we need such a test tip that we connect to the ground wherever you have a ground. Here is jumper 2 of the core, and now we go to the first pin, move to the left. I measure the first pin. It says 4 volt. Okay, then I go to the next pin and move it 1/10 right. So there's a 1. The first pin is now off, and the next pin should be on. That's okay. So next one, it's off. I go to the next and it's on. You have always to check that it's not always on. When a pin is always on, no matter what you move, then there's something in the serial chain mostly not correct. So you have to check the serial chain between these chips here. Okay, we move forward. So it's numerical from top left to top right, and then from bottom left to bottom right. So you check always both states, the on and the off state. This is good. When we move forward with the encoder, all other pins are turned off. So only the active one, which you see in the display, is the only active one. Yeah. Sometimes the encoder jumps a bit, so don't matter. So I think this is a quick measurement without using a computer. That's a thing I like. You can also test these pins by uploading via MIDI, Mio Studio. So, and the next is this one. Okay. Always check both states, low and high. Now it looks good. The other board, this one was a bit buggier. Okay. And the other board where I had a serial chain fault. The pin was not soldered, and so so one chip was always on. So I keep saying always check whose values. Not only a positive voltage on the pin says that the circuit is functional. Keep this in mind. Okay. And I programmed this not only for this test reason, but also to understand the code behind it, because I want to use this in a custom way, like all my things on the MIDI-box platform are used in some different way, because I want to modify it, and when I don't understand how it works, I can't modify it. I have to make it from the ground. So the next thing is to solder this matrices in, but for that we disconnect the power and this, remove the seal here, and here is a, can you see this? No, I think. Here you can see some print. This is the downer corner, and when you search on these pins, you may notice that there is a 1 pin indication, and the 1 and this 1 have to fit. So good. And remove this protection screen. Same, here's a print, and there's 1. Here's also 1, so this is the correct mount of it. Of this track position display. And I noticed while coding it that it's, I think, optimized for PCB, but not for the code behind it. So I had to trick a bit to, it was not a straightforward thing. It's matrix behind. Some wired things are going on. But maybe I didn't understand it right. Could also be. But it would be easier if we had all cathodes on one shift register or 2 shift registers behind each other in a serial chain, and then all anodes. That would be for a counter and array much easier to handle than this one shift register cathode, anodes, then anodes again, then the cathodes, then anodes again, and then a cathode again is a bit, how are you doing? At least for coding. So I will solder this and see you later. I've folded this and make here a point and here a point so it holds. And now I can solder all the other pins. Temperature to 350 degrees. Maybe you need more when you use some lead-free solder. I see these small tracks on the vias, and I think they will split off. Not all, but at least a few. So better make it right on the first flight. Good. Now I remove all my failures, fields, however you tell this in England, I don't know. So, by the way, you may notice that English is not my sole language, so every piece of word which comes out of me is very slow, not very accurate. In German I speak faster. So here is a cold one. Cold in German, kalte Lötstelle. Kalte Lötstellen, sagt man in Österreich. Yo, let's test it again. Hot plug it in, J1 to J89. Oh, bad. Here we have some problem. Why, I don't understand. One more reboot. Maybe help. Yeah. We have done good. We have done right. Nice. When you double press a button, you can also change the color of the dual color LEDs here, but this don't affect anything. The fourth button is the check button for the pins to check before we solder these two panels. We are in this mode, and this is how it's done. Each pin gets high or low, and when we are ready, we press the first and we see all LEDs are on, the green and the red. On the second mode, all greens, and the third, all reds, and so we can say our job is good. And when we press the first mode, we change some BPM style digits, so we can also see that it's working. And here I have a tagged 4/4 tagged, 3/4 tagged, or in German 4/4 und 3/4 und so weiter. Genau. And that's it. And I see, for me, this orange, it's a bit too dark. And I change to this. We have the same resistors. It's also a bit dark, but the green comes better through. Green, yeah, I like it. So we have to change resistors to get this hotter. And I think and believe these are all the 220s. But maybe there is a better way to do this. Let's have a think. There are 100 ohms, and the cathodes without resistors. Okay. One thing I could do is solder another 100 ohm a sandwich above this resistors, and so we have 50 ohms or something like that, because it's a parallel circuit. We reduce the resistance when we make a parallel. So this is a sandwich, SMD sandwich, and now we look. It's not the first dot is brighter, this one, and I think this will be okay. So we sandwich all of this. Where's it? Here. We could reach it, but when we have a machine that hangs, or I've coded some error and there is no shift register, no scan. Could be that we shorten the lifetime of the LED digit 7 segment. So 100 ohms. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Und um das Ganze mal auf Deutsch ganz kurz zu sagen, wenn man die zwei Sachen da, die zwei Widerstände übereinander lötet, an 100 Ohm und am zweiten 100 Ohm, dann reduziert man den Widerstandswert und damit werden die 7 Segmentanzeigen, die LEDs, heller erscheinen. Man könnte natürlich auch die 200, also die 100 Ohm Widerstände, die da eingelötet sind, einfach auslöten und gegen kleinere Werte austauschen. Allerdings habe ich die nicht. Bei mir ist der kleinste Wert, den ich habe, ist eben 100 Ohm und deswegen muss ich das jetzt so machen. Das sind 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Widerstände. For resistors to go. This is one of the best tools. Diese Pinzetten da, diese mit diesen Bogen, die sind wirklich, die sind die geschaffen. Eben durch diese Drehung braucht man das Handgelenk nicht zu verdrehen und kann eine komfortable Position einnehmen zum Löten. So. 4 to go. Nein. Fehler. It's a real thick soldering iron tip, but with enough fingertip feel. It's also very uninteresting how big the tip is. I have a better feel when I have a thicker tip. Also ich mache die Lötspitzen, diese ein bisschen dickeren, die sind jetzt so 2 mm dick, 2x1 mm, so ein Keil. Und den benutze ich jetzt schon einige Jahre. Die brennt auch nicht so schnell ab. Die ganz dünnen ist der Materialabtrag, das was da irgendwie durch Hitze abgetragen wird und verdampft oder auch weitergegeben wird, ist einfach so massiv, dass eben diese dünnen, meistens durch mechanische Belastung, aber vermutlich auch durch die thermische Belastung einfach viel zu schnell den Geist aufgibt und da muss man jeden Monat oder so eine Spitze kaufen. Ja, das ist total überhaupt keinen Sinn. Ne? Mit Übung geht es auch mit einer fetten, zumindest mit dieser 1206er oder die Zoic 16 Chips hier, die gehen auch ohne Probleme. Und wenn man beim Zoic 16 zwei Pins miteinander verknüpft, verzinnt, gibt es ja immer die Lötsauglitze oder eben der Seitenschneider, um hier ein bisschen aufzuräumen. Man braucht sich dann nicht wirklich so Gedanken machen, man macht einfach so dahin und wenn irgendwo was gedrückt ist, dann nimmt man einfach das Ding und macht es passend. So, einen Kontrollblick, haben wir keinen kurzen irgendwo gemacht? Nein. Ja, so schließen wir es an. Also ich habe nicht das Gefühl, dass es jetzt massiv heller geworden ist. Aber es geht. Besser wie vorher. Machen wir zum Vergleich mit grünen, ändern wir da noch was. Let's check the green 7 segment. These are very equal. This is okay. But on this panel, it's still dark. With the green one, it goes here. The red one, it's a bit too. This a bit too bright. Okay, that's it. Track position display.